That Don't Sound Right is a podcast about talking the way we did before the internet, when you could not prove anyone right or wrong.
All the expertise was contained in the people involved with the conversation. I'm Peter.
I'm Cecil, and I hope you enjoy our conversations. And as you listen, if you find yourself silently saying, that don't sound right, send us a comment. You're one of us.
You know, I hadn't had a soft drink in 3 years. This is the first soft drink I've had in 3 years, yeah.
You don't drink soft drinks?
Not anymore.
That don't sound right. Tell me why not? Welcome back to another episode of That Don't Sound Right, a podcast about talking. We're your co-hosts, Peter Bielan.
I'm Cecil Davis.
I want to welcome everyone back to the show where we're just trying to have a conversation. We're talking about things that we know, and sometimes it's things we don't know. But the other guy doesn't necessarily know we don't know.
Right.
So sometimes we fake it till we make it, right?
Right.
So what we want to do tonight is a very special episode. I've been thinking about this for a while.
You have.
This is what I want us to do. This is a special episode called That Don't Taste Right.
Right. And I didn't understand where you were going with this for a while, but now I do.
What I've encountered in my life over the time when I delve into snack technology.
Which is technology.
That we take something that is very good, almost perfect, and we as a culture or an industry tweak that thing to either grab your attention, or to make it better.
Yes.
I find that impossible.
Like, just to start slow with this, because now I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
Now, but let's just start slow. The Dorito, to me, was perfect.
All right. Which flavor?
Just the original Dorito when it came out.
Nacho cheese, that's right.
Nacho cheese Dorito. That was a perfect snack chip.
And what do we have now?
And now you have all kinds of like flavor blasted ranch.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't need to do anything to that chip. That chip was perfect.
It's funny you said this. You hit on a nerve. In fact, you hit on the Dorito nerve. Because really, in talking with a coworker, there are only two flavors. It's nacho cheese and Cool Ranch.
And so you're a fan of the Cool Ranch?
I'm fine with the Cool Ranch.
Yeah.
But there are really only two flavors.
I agree.
All right. So I don't know what this spicy, kicking, flaming Dorito is.
There's no need.
But I've got a flavor for you to try right now.
Right now.
So this is what we're going to do in the episode.
Okay.
I have foods, and I told you to bring some.
I've got foods.
I have foods and drinks that are takes on a classic.
Yes.
So in this case, I'm going to bring out a Dorito that they have changed the flavor of, and I find it unnecessary.
Wow, Matt. I guessed one of your foods?
You guessed one of my foods.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
So the listeners need to understand, if you have never listened to our episodes before, often we will spring these subjects on the other guy. And so neither one of us really know what's about to happen. And Cecil guessed the Dorito.
I've done that before, and you've done that to me before.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the Dorito did not need to be tampered with.
Well,
so what have you got?
I'm going to bring over a tampered Dorito.
I won't look. All right, so I'm not going to look at the Dorito, so I won't know which flavor it is until I eat it. So we won't do the crunchy noise on the air.
Although I can hear the crunchy noise. Back off the mic a little. Now, in fairness, I haven't tried this one either. A lot of these things I haven't tried either because I saw them. I said, "Oh, we've got to eat this together." So
this doesn't even taste like a Dorito.
I'm going to step back from the mic.
It almost tastes a little like a chicken wing.
Now, I would even say the texture of this Dorito is different.
Yes.
So Cecil's over here eating and he's got this grin on his face. He's shaking his head. He can't understand what is going on in his brain. That he just ate a barbecue-flavored Dorito.
That's what it is.
It's barbecue.
I couldn't bring myself to say that.
But it doesn't. The texture of the chip isn't like the original. It doesn't even feel like a corn chip.
It tastes like a natural corn chip.
One of those baked ones.
One of the baked ones with barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah, you can.
Why do you do that?
You can take that away.
We already had barbecue chips.
We already had barbecue potato chips.
You already had the perfect barbecue chip in Lay's. You can't beat a Lay's barbecue chip.
Why are you missing?
Right. So why do you need that?
Now you understand my dilemma.
That doesn't taste right. Why did they do that to a Dorito?
That don't taste right.
That's not a Dorito. Okay. So that was a good way to kick it off.
That was a phenomenal way to kick it off because the real example was the Oreo, right?
Yes.
You got Oreos. You start out with a regular Oreo, and then you get double stuff.
Right.
Now you're right there. You hit the sweet spot.
Yep.
You really didn't need to go thin on me.
No.
You didn't even have to put peanut butter in it.
No.
Didn't have to do mint.
Right.
All right.
I think this will actually lead into what I'm getting ready to tell you.
Okay, so go for it.
All right, so I agree with you on this. I mean, Oreo in and of itself is perfect. There's nothing really to tamper with that.
I mean, what else are you going to put milk
Right.
on?
And so I'll go next. Okay, I'm getting ready to hand this to Peter. And I think you're instantly going to recognize part of it just from the texture of it, but it's going to surprise you. And so he's going to try something that this is a classic food. There's nothing. That's the classic snack food. There is no reason to tamper with this. You don't have any food allergies, do you? So you're going to be able to tell me what it is probably instantly. Do you know what it is? He is looking a little confused as to what this might be. So it is.
Is it? I think this is a Reese's with peanut butters in it, with potato chips in it.
Yes, it's a Reese's. It's a Reese's peanut butter cup, which is arguably
It's the perfect food.
It's the perfect food.
Now, here's something that's really crazy, Cecil.
What's that?
Underneath that cover,
Right.
is one of these.
Really?
This is actually what set me off.
Is it?
It is. I saw a potato chip and a Reese's, and I said, that is going to be on the podcast. And you
Yeah.
picked the exact same one.
Our kids are going to make fun of us for this. For that, we picked out the exact same thing because they already think we're alike.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it. I've got an extra one right here. There's one right here. So why? So there's actually the Reese's cup with the potato chips in it. So if anybody didn't catch that, this is a Reese's cup with crumbled up potato chips in it that they've marketed.
Yes, our kids, our daughters are going to be horrified.
Yep.
That not only that, you guessed it was going to be a Dorito, and we both agreed that these potato chip encrusted or actually infused
Right.
Reese's cups. We both said this is going to be on the
right.
episode. That don't taste right.
So you can also get the Reese's cup, just like you just had, with pretzels in it.
Yes,
What is going on?
and then you can also get one with like M&Ms on it.
Yeah. And what happens is somebody was eating potato chips and somebody was eating a Reese's cup. They're like, oh, this tastes really good together. But instead of just eating potato chips and Reese's cup, somebody said, hey, you know what? We're going to put them together.
I have a more devious conspiracy behind all this.
Oh, what do you think it is?
I think the potato chip company messed up. They had all these. They had a failure with their potato chips, and all they had were all these crumbs.
Crumbs?
They also had a failure in the pretzel in the pretzel machine, and all they had these crumbs. So they pitched it to, they're all the same company, right?
Yeah.
No, they went over to the Reese's Cup divisions. Hey guys, I need to offload these potato chips. What am I going to do? Can we stick them in your candy or something?
Yeah.
So Reese's said, "Oh, maybe let's do that. Let's do that." Because one of the things I've learned in talking to a guy in advertising
Right.
is that one of the reasons they do all these weird flavors is to take up space on the shelves,
Really?
to force the other inventory down on the other products. So you can imagine that if I'm Oreo and I've got 2 shelves of regular and double stuff, and then I'm surrounded with, what am I surrounded with? All my competitors. Well, if I come up with 3 or 4 additional flavors, what does that do? That fills me up all around. So now I've got my Oreo, my standard Oreos at the center, and then I get all these weird flavors surrounding me. And then it's drawn to what's it drawn to? It's just a big shelf of Oreos.
I can see that. I could also hear the helicopter going by.
That's the
in
medical
studio.
helicopter flying over the Camel City studios. I hope everything's okay.
Now this does go in the opposite direction occasionally. Because I think like the Frito is the perfect snack food. I don't think a Frito can be improved upon.
Okay.
A bag of
agree.
Fritos with hot sauce in it. I've had You can do so much with a bag of Fritos. You can put chili in a bag of Fritos.
That's right.
And eat out of the bag, and it's fantastic. But I will say the chili cheese Frito, not the curls, not the honey. I'm talking about the chili cheese Frito. that was a step up. That was a double step.
You really couldn't go wrong. For some reason, I think that came out when I was a kid, and I barely can stop eating a bag once I started with it.
They did that one.
They did that one good.
Yeah. But then they kept going. They got the curly.
Yeah, they had the curly and the curly ranch. Now, I don't mind the scoops though.
The scoops are fine. Yeah, the scoops are fine, but all the flavors and then the honey barbecue twists. But I can't hardly find the chili cheese anymore.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I think just they're so popular.
So let's do another one.
Okay.
So this one is this is an alteration in 2 dimensions. All right, so he's taking a bite of it. He's smelling it. He's got his eyes closed. He's trying to process exactly what this thing is. It is, for our listeners, it is rectangular in shape.
So it has a very familiar flavor to it.
It should.
It tastes like a sugar cookie,
All right.
but it's chocolate. It tastes
What?
kind of like chocolate.
Yeah, all right. Well, why don't you
Is it
take
a chocolate sugar cookie?
Why don't you look at it and see what you see?
What is that?
Yeah, it's even weirder. So,
Yeah.
like I say, it's an alteration in 2 dimensions. You take a chocolate bar and you change it from milk chocolate to white chocolate. Mm-hmm. And instead of putting nuts in it, you put in Fruity Pebbles.
Now that's what it is. It's a white chocolate Fruity Pebbles bar?
Exactly what it is.
How'd they come up with that?
Again, I'm going back to the dark side, my conspiracy, but they had some Fruity Pebbles that just didn't meet up the snuff, and they went over to the candy guys like, what, can we put this in like white chocolate or something?
And white chocolate's not even chocolate.
Well, that's a fact.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't. What is white chocolate?
I don't know. But
I mean, it's sugar and is it milk? And then I'm sure there's some kind of wax in there.
No,
and there's
okay.
some I guess some kind of flavoring that gives it whatever that flavor is.
like, I can understand like putting peanut butter and chocolate together, but why would you put white chocolate and Fruity Pebbles together? Who came up with that?
Well, maybe it looks like a milk, like it looks like it's the Fruity Pebbles in the milk, like in your cereal, solidified
That's it.
into a glorious candy bar.
That's it. That's a step too far.
Again, why that don't taste right? Did it taste right?
It doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And now that I know what it is, it's not even.
It wasn't even what you thought it was. You thought it was a sugar cookie.
It tastes a little. It was just that sugar cookie, but as soon as you said that, the Fruity Pebbles, that is exactly what it is. That's a very distinctive flavor, but I hadn't had it in so long. It's
Right.
been since I was a kid.
Exactly. Now, I could see Count Chocula. No. What's the chocolate version?
Chocula.
What is that? The chocolate version of
Fruity Pebbles, Count Chocula. Yeah, that's the only one I can think
I can see putting that in white chocolate.
Wait, did you think as a kid when the cereal came out, the Chips Ahoy cereal came out, were you good with that?
Oh, my parents didn't let me eat any of that stuff.
Really?
We never had that stuff in the house. It was strictly.
Muesli?
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't go into the horse feed part of it, but it was mainly unsweetened cereal. So your Cheerios, your Rice Chex, your Corn Chex, which.
Yeah, I remember when that was like a cereal breakthrough when they put the little chocolate chip cookies into cereal, and everybody's like,
they look fantastic.
Yes, they look fantastic because now you got chocolate chip cookies that you would normally dip in milk just to have a big bowl for
Right.
them. And it was semi-cereal.
So I've got one more thing for you to try.
One more.
This one's liquid.
So we did the Reese's Cup,
Right.
but we both had that.
The case
So that
of the
eliminates that.
That's right. So I was going to bring that to the table, literally. I was going to bring that to the table too.
And then the Doritos.
Then the barbecue Doritos, which are surprisingly hard to find. Did you know that they actually are hard to find?
That's a good thing.
They were only in a snack bag size, and the checkout lines.
I wonder if it's like a pilot.
It might be a pilot, but
You know that they did the thing with the potato chips where you could put in a flavor, and whoever won, they did that with Lay's.
what flavor did one?
I don't remember, and they would do like a limited run of that flavor or something.
All right.
Yeah, I think a sriracha flavor one year.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. We need a sriracha flavored chip.
I don't think we need that, or we don't need a barbecue flavored Dorito.
And so we did. All right, so we did those two things.
And the Fruity Pebbles.
And the Fruity Pebbles. So you had 4 things, right?
Well, I did until you took one of them with the.
But we did Doritos,
Right.
Reese's, Fruity Pebbles.
And I got one more.
Oh, one more.
One more to drink.
I got you. Okay.
It's a drink.
I'm ready.
All right.
And then I got one more.
Do you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I got one more that I really think they went too far with.
Is yours sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's another confession.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go get mine ready. You get yours ready.
Okay. All right. So we now have the last of Peter's entries into this. But this is a drink. I'm assuming if this is sticking with what we're doing, this is a classic drink.
This is a classic
that they've
beverage.
gone too far with.
They just went way too far. I ran across this in the store. It had its own little kiosk.
Can I try it out?
Yeah, go ahead, drink it. So this is a carbonated beverage for everyone. It's a dark colored carbonated, and
man.
you should see the look on Cecil's face.
That's really.
You'll never see this one coming. This one will hit you like a truck.
You know, I hadn't had a soft drink in 3 years. This is the first soft
Have you
drink I've had
really?
in 3 years. Yeah.
You don't drink soft drinks?
Not anymore.
That don't sound right. Tell me why not?
Because I just drink too many. Like I'll start. This may drop me off the wagon.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. So I'm thinking this is in the.
Actually, I don't think this is going to get anyone off the wagon.
I think so. Cheerwine. It almost tastes a little Cheerwine or RC Cola to it. But there is a taste in there that's just not right.
And you know what it is. You'll know what it is when I tell you.
What is it?
So it's Pepsi.
This is Pepsi?
This is Pepsi.
It doesn't taste like a Pepsi. Anywhere close to a Pepsi.
So it comes out only at Easter time.
Oh no. I can't even imagine what they've done to this.
What do you think they've done? What other candy comes out at Easter time?
Is this a
Now that I've told you that, it's a candy.
the egg thing? Is it a Pepsi mix with the Cadbury egg?
No, you wish.
Oh.
That's it. No. This is keep going.
I can't
Work on the aftertaste. It's Pepsi going in, but it lingers.
Yeah, there's a taste I can't nail down.
It lingers as a marshmallow peep.
That is awful. That's like if you get sick, man, after drinking a Pepsi and Peeps, is what that tastes like.
That's right, exactly.
How did they do that?
I don't know. I remember.
Why did they do that?
I saw it. I said, I got to get that.
Oh.
I got to get. I'm a fan of these different flavored Pepsis. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, when vanilla Coke came out, I was all over that. I was hooked on the vanilla Coke.
I like some of the different Mountain Dews they came out with, but yeah, I gave up soft drinks 3 years ago. Hadn't had one since. That's the first soft drink I've had in 3
Well,
years.
I'm happy that was what you tasted.
And that will
as
keep
your
me from
return.
drinking
You will
soft
not
drinks.
go back, will you?
No, I won't.
Isn't that crazy?
That's terrible.
And here's the question: why?
Well, I mean, that'd be like having
That don't taste right.
a Funyuns flavored Pepsi. Where you've just drank too much Pepsi and eaten too many Funyuns and then just
burped
burp it up. Yeah. Oh, it's terrible, man.
Oh, that's a pretty good description of it.
Yeah. That's awful.
Yeah, my stomach is a little rumbly right now.
That was a. So I got one more for you.
Okay, all right.
Now this is a true Southern classic.
All right.
Confection. It's right around the end, so you just reach on the side there, and it's on the plate.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay.
But you can't really look at it when you do, or you'll instantly know what it is. So here's trying this out. Great Southern classic that they have gone too far with. Do you have any idea what it is?
Well, it's a moon pie.
It's a moon pie.
And is it like a maple flavored moon pie?
That's it's a banana moon pie.
No way.
Banana.
Banana?
Why would you do that to a moon pie?
Oh, yes. I agree.
A moon pie. Moon pie does not need any. You don't need to improve upon a moon pie.
So that doesn't taste too bad. It doesn't taste like banana at all to me.
Yeah.
But if I were to see a banana moon pie, I would run away from it and drink peat flavored Pepsi.
Is that what they call it? Peat flavored Pepsi?
I think it's called Pepsi with Peeps.
Oh man, that just.
I mean, there's another worse name would be Peepsy.
Yeah. That's really bad.
Oh yeah, now moon pies. The thing about moon pies is it sucks all the moisture out of your mouth. You notice that?
Yeah.
And then you get this really marshmallowy.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to chew. You better be careful because I've choked on these things.
Yeah.
Because you breathe in the crumbs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You have to kind of know how to eat a moon pie. And you have to. Most people like to eat them with the RC Cola.
But banana.
Banana. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Why'd you mess it up? It's just a classic thing that they went went one step too far with it.
I wonder if our listeners have had this similar encounters with recipes, classics that someone tried to make with. I'd really like to hear a success because we've I think we've explored some of the failures out here.
Oh yeah. There's a few that like another one to me that they did well with. So a honey bun can't be beat, in my opinion.
Honey buns, yeah,
just a honey bun.
Okay.
But there was a thing that the only place I've ever seen them was a gas station in right outside of Asheville, Mills Creek. It's where they built the new Sierra Nevada empire.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a little gas station right there where you turn to go back toward Hendersonville, and they had a thing called a creamy curl.
A creamy what?
Curl.
Curl?
Which was a honey bun. I'm getting sick from that Pepsi, by the way.
Have another sip, man. Wash it down.
It is. They had a creamy curl. It was basically a honey bun that, in the swirl of the honey bun, the turn was swirled in with chocolate and cream.
Okay.
And so it was a honey bun that was just also had chocolate and cream in it. It was quite good.
That sounds strong.
Yeah, it was good work.
All right.
And I have to admit that while we've been sitting here in this episode, I've been eating the Doritos.
They're gone.
I'm eating some more.
You've eaten the Doritos.
I didn't eat all of them.
Wash it down with some Pepsi.
No, I'm not. I'm done with the Pepsi, man. If I ever thought about going back to soft drinks, that's put me off soft drinks.
I'm happy that that's the one. So I think when we next episode, I think we're just going to have bourbon on the table. How's that? We'll just do that.
Well, somebody gave me or told me about a bottle of peanut butter flavored bourbon. Do you think that's too far?
Yeah, that's too far.
It's very tasty.
Did you try it?
I did try it.
I think that's too far.
Yeah, I've got some.
Well, maybe we need to try it for.
Yeah, I'll bring it next time.
Yeah,
so.
that sounds like again that's too far. I mean, okay, now you're a bourbon steward. All right,
Urban Stewart. Yes.
I think you need to turn in your card
for drinking peanut butter flavored
for liking it. Because can you even call it bourbon if it's flavored with?
It's not really bourbon.
There, thank you very much. Yeah, so now we're just
bourbon flavored whiskey.
Now we're just the peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's just another version of Fireball.
It's just another version of Pepsi.
I think the words of wisdom for tonight is, if something's working, don't mess with it. If it's not broke,
don't fix it.
All you companies out there that have broken things that were not broken, tried to fix things that weren't broken, shame on you.
Oh, man.
Pepsi.
Yeah. Because here, now, as good as the chili cheese Frito is, there are enough other failures.
Yeah.
I don't think the ends justify the means.
Well, yeah, or at least field test some of this stuff.
Yeah, you'd think they would field test.
Yeah. So
maybe they did. Maybe just you and I are.
Well,
we just don't have sophisticated Pepsi palates.
It don't sound right, but you've come to the end of another That Don't Sound Right just in time because I've got to go lay down for a little while. That Pepsi's working on me.
Well, this was a very special episode, and we want to thank everyone for listening. If you want to, we'll put in the show notes these things.
Good idea.
You can go taste them for yourselves and share it with a friend. Maybe shoot us an email at tdsrpodcast@gmail.com. So of some of your ideas of some of the good things that have gone wrong, or maybe some of the good things that have gotten better. But if you enjoy our conversation, hit the subscribe button somewhere on one of your platforms. Leave us a review or give us a rating. That'd be great. But again, we'd love to hear from you. We hope you had fun this week.
I think we have a winner from the TDSR podcast is that what it is? TDSRpodcast@gmail.com. We had people that would enter into the contest for giving me a trail name. I think, do we have a winner?
We do have a winner. His name is Spencer.
Oh, long-time listener.
Yes, a long-time listener. We appreciate that. And the trail name that took victory is El Ranchero.
Which is the project car that I'm working on. Is a Ranchero. So well done, Spencer.
It's just a Ranchero, but you are El Ranchero.
El Ranchero. So well done, Spencer. Your cup will be in the mail. Your overpriced cup will be in the mail before too long.
Yes, we'll hand deliver it to you.
Oh, nice. All right, so That Don't Sound Right is a production of TSR Podcast in conjunction with Camel City Studios. Peter was thinking about taking another sip of the Pepsi when he backed out.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm your co-host and sound engineer, Cecil. Your other host and web designer is Peter. Our graphic designer is Emily. Our tester of all merchandise, except this merchandise tonight, is Giorgio. Our brand ambassador is Brent. And as always, listener number one is
Scott.
So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.